Hey, it's Dr. Kate Walker coming to you live, and happy August the 13th. It's your Thursday 30, and today what we're going to talk about is a human connection. That's what I got from the poll that I took last week. You guys told me what you thought were the most important tools to have in your backpack as you're getting ready to gear up for the new year, right? Because counselors, we really have two new years, right? We have the September, October time for those of us who see adolescents and families. And then we have January, which is kind of the new year, new you. So I always look at August, you know, when back in the day when I was getting my kids ready for school, I would think, okay, now I got to get my practice in shape too, because we're going to see some folks come in. I told you last time, it's a little bit different now that, well, we are in a, pandemic, right? So we've got people, I'm watching all of your first day of school pictures and your kiddos are in front of their computers. And I know for my practice, I'm seeing a steady stream of folks who are suffering. They have some stuff going on, and it's related to the pandemic. It's related to isolation. So I think it's more important than ever that we really pack our toolkit with things that are going to help clients find us easily. Now I know we've got a lot of new members today, and I want to I want to shout out because I'm so glad you guys are here. And I'm super cool because some of the new tools I've got include, look at me in the double screen, right? I'm sorry, this one's down a little bit. But I am now officially converted to a 2-screen user. Of course, that means I got too much stuff to juggle. So, first things first, new badasses coming into the fold. And welcome Zia Z, Epiphany Lane Counseling, Tanvi Patel, Chandra Adams, Tiffany Alfred, Tiffany Priska, Alexandra Okeki Banks, JC Varnell, Rachel Vines, and Kia Sidani. I am so glad you guys are here, and I'm so glad you're ready to get your businesses up to badass. You're going to see a lot of free stuff today, a lot of free information, but it's the commercials that pay the bills. So let me talk a little bit about that first. Don't forget, Kate Walker Training offers one of the only completely online 40-hour LPC and LMFT Supervisor Training in Texas. The law changed in 2019 that we could provide the entire training online. Well, I had already completed 39 cohorts, so I took that course, I put it in an online format, and I'm still graduating some of the best supervisors you're going to find in Texas. And we give them the Texas Supervisor Training Consultation Group, which right now you can get all 6 of those consultation groups featuring attorney Kenda Dalrymple. We've got LPC board members, LPC board liaisons. I'm trying to get someone to come talk to us from the Texas Workforce Commission. That's 2 CEs a month for supervisors. If you'd like more information about that, season tickets are still on sale. $127.50 gets you all 6 meetings. Also for you badasses, don't forget, we're offering the Badass Business Meeting. It's September 4th, and it's going to be from 8 in the morning till 10. It's only $50. It's for you guys. And if you're already a Badass Business Builder course member, right? So if you already pulled that string cord and you purchased the course on Kate Walker Training, the Badass Business Builder course membership, you get that for free. So if you are part of that group, you're getting our emails, you know you're a Badass Business Builder course member, you purchase the course, you get the Badass Business Member meeting for free. So that's happening September the 4th, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. It is only $50. $50 gets you 2 hours of great information. You remember last month we did the rooms, right? And that was free, and it was great, and we had tons of people come. This, I'm asking for a little bit of a contribution because I want to go deeper, and I want it to be longer. I want it to be 2 hours. I still want there to be lots of opportunities for interaction. So let's see, what have I got? Oh, hey, I've got lots of people watching. Good to see you. It gave me a new message today. It says bring them on camera. So if you want to be on camera, apparently I can just push a button and bring you on camera. So let me know. All right. Last week also we had 2 questions that I want to make sure I address today. Somebody asked me, Jennifer Kane asked me, why fees? What's my justification for not posting my price on my website. And I had another question about the 10-minute consultation. And so I'm going to address both of those things today as we're talking about the best way to create a human connection. When I polled you guys last week, you told me that the most important tool in your toolkit was a human connection. And so we will talk about that in relation to how to make sure that happens. But first, I want to review a couple of websites. So let's look at Revive Counseling. Last week you asked me to review your website, and that's what I'm doing today. So I'm looking at Revive Counseling. This is with Heather Landeros and Stacy Hickson. And first thing, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful image. I'm at the beach. The colors are amazing. There's lots of contrast. So when I look at it, I see, I can see the text clearly. I'm not squinting, even though, I wear my glasses. I also love that it's simple. This is a great one-page website. You don't have to be fancy. So when you go to Revive Counseling, PLLC.com, you can see the beautiful colors, the simplicity. Now, here's where I'm going to pick on you. I have to scroll, and I hate to scroll to get to your contact information, right? I don't want to scroll. I want your contact information to be in my first eye gaze, right? So I see your phone number, and it's kind of tiny. I wouldn't mind that being as big as the other texts, right? The same font. And you make me email you, right? And that takes me too many clicks away from you. I would love to be able to just click and schedule that 10-minute consultation. Also, I love that you guys, you hear me and you're not putting too much information about yourself, but I'd like a little bit more. You have these beautiful, fabulous headshots, and I'd like to know a little bit more about you. I've got your license, then I've got your tagline, and that's about it. It looks like there's some ways to follow you on Facebook and LinkedIn. That's something I think LinkedIn, I'm always a little bit careful about, because I don't always like that sort of, that's kind of a dual relationship that's a little hard to manage. I guess maybe because I'm not much of a LinkedIn person. But if my clients and potential clients start following me on LinkedIn, because that's more of a professional page, it's a little awkward for me. So anyway, but love the website. Love how everything is just so simple. So that is Revive Counseling, PLLC.com. The second website I'm going to review is Cheryl Ivory's EnlightenedPsychotherapy.com. And one of the first things I love about this website is Cheryl listens to me about keywords. When you go to this and you click, one of the keywords that pops up is depression. So she's using a keyword-rich formula when she's putting her website together, because that's how people find you, are keywords. So if somebody's searching for counseling, depression, Cheryl's going to place high in the ratings. So that's really good. Also, great video. Cheryl's got a video of her talking, and that's part of that human connection that we're going to talk about today. Okay, Cheryl, this is where I'm going to pick on you a little bit. I've got these glasses, but your font is super teeny when it comes to the phone number. I see it, but it's tiny. I'm having to squint a little bit. The contrast isn't great. I see some gray on maroon, and that's just not jumping out at me. So I'm having to work kind of hard here just to read your stuff. I can see it though, so I mean that's the plus, because when I do scroll, I do see it. Your phone number's within my first eye gaze. When I click book now, I see, let there be a 10-minute consultation. Give me a button to schedule, come on. Scrolling, wait, no. I see request appointment, I'm gonna click. Boom, I got a great scheduling software. Nice job, all right. So you're making me click 3 times to find out how to schedule to you, Cheryl, but all in all, a really, really great website. Love the colors, just give me a little more contrast, a little bit bigger font. All right. So let's talk about scheduling software, because one of the things that can detract from the human experience, and this is for you newbies, when you think about your best tool, right? The best tool in your toolkit, it's going to be your phone, because that's normally how people contact counselors, right? If you aren't answering your phone, if you're not getting to your messages quickly, you will lose that business. So answering phones quickly, getting back to your messages. If you use email, now that's 2 ways your clients are going to be able to contact you. That's really tricky if you're not able to contact them within the workday, right? So if you're ending your workday and then trying to answer calls after, and you're trying to get through these calls because, I don't know, you got to do homeschool for your kids or home for a pandemic, you're going to run into a little difficulty because it's going to show in your voice. It's going to show in, you know, are you rushing your clients along? Have you perfected your conversion speech? So that human contact gets compromised. Remember, you need to think like somebody who needs your services right now, right? This is a person with a mental toothache, right? This is someone, if you went to the dentist, you wouldn't want to be put on hold. You wouldn't want for you to get into some kind of a queue and not talk to anybody. I'm going to turn down my light ring. I think it's a little too bright. There we go. Oh, there I am, not quite so shiny. So having that human experience starts with return your doggone phone calls, right? If you're waiting 24 hours, if your message, voicemail, and mine says this, if your voicemail says, I will return phone calls within 24 to 48 hours, if I'm the mom looking for your services, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep scrolling, right? The reason it's on my phone is because on my answering message, it says, if you are a new client, go to achievebalance.org, click schedule, and schedule your 10-minute phone consultation. So I'm setting up the idea that in order to be a new client in my practice, you must have the 10-minute consultation. I have had so few people leave messages, and I get 10-minute consultations. Now, am I losing business because I'm not taking phone messages? I don't know. But what I do know is that when I when I get a 10-minute consultation, I've got a 10-minute consultation conversion speech that helps me turn those potential clients into my clients, and that's the human connection. So having excellent scheduling software, your scheduling software must provide you with a business associate agreement, a BAA, because you're going to hold on to your client's protected health information. What's protected health information? Well, it's their name, it's their phone number, it's anything that can be used to identify your client. And if you need to see all of the criteria, please Google protected health information, HIPAA. That's HIPAA, not HIPPO, right? HIPAA, not HIPPO. So when you are trying to find some scheduling software, you must have a business associate agreement. You may have to pony up a little bit of money, but I tell you what, if you're going to pony up money, I saw somebody, I know we have some great questions in our Badass Business group. I've seen people ask about advertising on the back of t-shirts or advertising in magazines, or how does it work, you know, when you do these things. It's very time consuming to use print and t-shirts and things like that. So and money, it's expensive, right? So if you're going to spend money on anything, having a great website with amazing scheduling software that you can embed easily is going to give your clients, your potential clients, a way to have that human connection quickly. So having an excellent responsive website. If I take your website and try to find it on my phone and I see this little squinched up thing and I can't do anything unless I do this, right? And that's called a responsive website, right? Your website has to be responsive. Really, the only thing that I need to see on my phone after your beautiful headshot is that big button that says schedule now, right? Schedule now. Now, I know a lot of us, me included, I don't want my potential client to be able to schedule their first individual appointment without me talking to them first. Now, this is how I'm going to circle around to my fee, right? I don't want my fee on my website to disqualify my potential client. All right, I want to make sure that I understand what exactly my potential client is looking for. Then I can talk about my fee, and if I'm able to talk to my client, we may come to an agreement that my fee isn't so bad once they find out what they're getting, right? So this comes back to you understanding what it is that you provide, how you help your client understand what they're getting. Remember, part of your conversion speech, and I know that's such a sticky, stinky, smarmy term, is helping your client understand what they're going to receive. And this is just like a dentist, right? This is, hey, you know what, at the first session, we're gonna do a little exam, take some x-rays. If you got a filling, we're gonna have you come back, and then we're gonna fill that sucker, and then we're gonna have you come back later. We're gonna check and make sure everything's all squeaky clean and it didn't fall out, you know, when you ate a bag of popcorn. Right? So if you're not able to do that as a counselor, that's a problem. So when I talk to my potential clients and they say, well, tell us about you, I'll say, well, you're looking for individual therapy. What you can expect at the first session is for me to ask you a lot of questions. And at the end of that session, I will give you some homework, something to read, write, look up. The second session, we're going to course correct based on your feedback. And at the third session, you're going to know if working with me is a good fit, and you're going to have some tools and resources that you can take along with you. There. I just let my potential client know what I can provide them, right? It's just like teaching. I can give you the objectives, right? And I can tell you what you should get out of it, but that's not a guarantee that you're going to learn in my class. And that's basically what you're letting these folks know, these potential clients know in this human interaction. So if you have your fee posted on your website next to your services, they're already going, oh, nope, that's too much. Nope, that's too high. You never know, they may be looking at it going, oh gosh, I want somebody more expensive. I looked over here, and when I look in this part of town, the prices are way higher. I don't know if this person has the expertise, right? So putting a price there is just one way for a client to disqualify you without getting to know you. And that is the most important tool in your toolkit, is your clients getting to know you. And you having confidence and being able to talk about what it is that you provide. Y'all, write it down and memorize it. Do it without a hitch. I don't want to hear any emotion in your voice. I don't want to hear you swallow and clear your voice. I want you to count the number of times you say right? None of that, right? I want you to have a confident delivery, because why? I'm telling you, because 10 years ago, Kate is on the other end of that phone and she needs a counselor today, right? You have to think, and you guys have been here, right? We are in this business because we have a story. If I talk to 10 of you, if I talk to 100 of you, I know you have a story that led you to this field, and I bet it involved some kind of trauma, some kind of tragedy in your own life where you were at a point where you needed to talk to someone today. And it sucked that you had to wait a week for an appointment or a month for an appointment. Or in my area of town where I used to live, it takes 3 months to get in to see a child psychiatrist. At least that's what it did back 10 years ago, right? So you've got people, there's a provider shortage, and that's why I'm one of those crazy people that I'm all about new LPC associate rules that allow them to be in private practice. No, it has not been passed yet. Please don't go into private practice yet. But our associates have a 60-hour degree under their belt, and we have a provider shortage. Seems logical to me. All right, so, but I digress. The human contact, you've got to have good scheduling software. It's got to be HIPAA compliant. It has to offer you a BAA, a business associate agreement. You have to have an excellent, responsive website. That means it has to look as pretty on your phone as it does on your laptop. You have to, don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait for your return phone call. Don't make me wait 2 weeks before you can do a 10-minute consultation with me. You have to have an excellent conversion speech. If you want to see a conversion speech, YouTube, please, you can actually go over here, right? I think I'm pointing in the right way where it says videos, click the tab. And there, I've done some of these Thursday 30s about the conversion speech. You can also go to Kate Walker Counselor YouTube, and we are uploading all of these Thursday 30s by topic. So you can see a really good explanation of the conversion speech. Now, this is your one and only chance. Remember, there used to be a commercial, I think it was a dandruff commercial. You only have one chance to make a first impression. This is the thing, even folks who don't book with you, if you make this amazing first impression, they're gonna call back. right? Maybe you're not the person for them in this conversion speech, right? And they say, thanks anyway, I appreciate your referrals. But you'll find that they'll come back around, right? Because you were able to make that human connection. Okay, so here's the other thing. I'm going to give you another plug for your scheduling software. My scheduling software will send out an email based on the 10-minute consultation. It will send out a follow-up email. Now that's one of the biggest problems when you're trying to send out mass emails, because that's protected health information and it must be protected, right? My scheduling software, when you schedule the 10-minute consultation, my software sees that as an appointment. So even though this person never came for my services, they are now going to get an email at 3 months that says, how you doing? At 6 months that says, how you doing? And 1 year that says, hey, how you doing? We're still here. Now, I don't email them forever, right? But at that point, they have had 4 touches for me. They've had a 10-minute consultation and 3 follow-up emails. So if I have made that human connection, my software does the rest. My website is responsive. Click, they can schedule another 10-minute. I can go back and look and see, oh, wow. In 2018, I had a 10-minute consultation with this person. The longer I'm in business, the more I see how people come back because of the human connection, right? So the tool for this week is all about the human connection. I've said this a lot. Too bad it's not a drinking game. Well, it's too early in the morning. So the human connection, making sure that you answer your phone, making sure you return those messages, making sure you have excellent software, making sure that when I look at your website, I see your contact information. Don't make me click away. Don't make me click too many times to email you. Make sure that you think like that person at the end of the keyboard who needs you now. Remember, you got into this business because you have a story and you have skills and you are too important to lose to things like giving up, going broke, getting in trouble. Why? Because counselors don't quit. Good to see you guys. Don't be too hot today. Stay indoors. I think we have a heat advisory in Texas. All right? Have a great day.